people don't realize that all of us deal with issues. Think about it. You and I mentioned this, addiction issues. You got drugs, you got alcohol, it's cool, you have support systems, you got sex addiction. I mean, you got all these things. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to food, like what you and I deal with, what is the word we use?
It's the most unsexy addiction there is out there.
But you think about it, food is so fucking beautiful. It's sexy. Yeah. It makes the world go around because it's nurturing, but also like looking at your food. Like it's funny, it's food porn. So when you talk about it being unsexy, explain where you're coming from in that.
Well, for instance, what's his name? Was it Brett Michaels? Brett's from the group Poison.
He has diabetes. You're talking about the lead singer.
So he's like, if I'm a heroin addict, if I'm a drug addict, booze, whatever, it's okay, but don't gain 40 pounds. It's just not sexy. It's not acceptable. There's so much shame around it. But some people like myself, once I eat certain foods, I can't have one. It's like saying have one shot of liquor. It's the same fucking thing.
What kind of food?
Sugar.
But what kind? I mean, sugar. But what kind of foods?
Candy, cake, and starches. Pizza, pasta, pretzels, cookies, chips, anything refined in a bag.
It's funny you say that because a couple rock and roll bands that are from the 70s and 80s, they're out on tour, and a lot of the comments are about the way the guys look. They've gained weight. And it's like about their weight. The concerts are sold out.
Right.
But it's about weight. It's kind of like, look at Celine Dion, who's in Vegas. People talk, she has some health issues or some eating disorder. I don't know what it is. But the people talk about her rather than her talent.
Right. And they're like, oh, my God, have you seen them? It's fucking 40 years later. What do you think happens? What do you want them to go in a time machine and go back? Humans age. It happens. Some age better than others.
But see, I think you're right. You and I have gone to meetings for people who deal with eating disorders, and it's interesting. There's more negativity towards people who don't look like you when it comes to being thin or being heavy or what have you. It's like it's like everybody has their own identity, and you can't be part of it. I've gone to meetings where people have asked me to leave because I'm a guy, and I'm like, do you honestly think I'm coming to an OA meeting to find somebody?
Right.
Not my type of thing. I mean, why would you go to a meeting to meet someone more fucked up as you are?
There are people who are very predator-like behaviors at 12-step meetings because you have somebody... Especially newbie, they're at their rawest, their newest.
Well, drug and alcohol, every one of them. There's none, because the reality is no one knows the truth. Mm-hmm. There's no policies and procedures that you can prove.
Right. It's one addict helping another.
Yeah, and you have no idea if someone really is an addict. You have no idea. There's a lot of manipulation, so hopefully, there are some great ones. There are also some ones you just got to be careful about. And there's nothing wrong like that. People get upset when I say the 12 steps it's a good place. I wouldn't bet my life on it, and I wouldn't think that that's going to save my life because I got to do the work. You got to do the work. You read someone's book, and you're dealing with other people, but you got to do the work.
Well, and there's some people who can recite that big book backwards, forwards, upside down. They've been in program 30, 40 years, but the practice, the application, they got fucking nothing I want. They got nothing I want. Yeah. You have to, without application, and it says all over the big book, knowledge avails us nothing. Without application, it's just like... I was going to join the PTA when my kid was little. I went to one PTA meeting, and I thought, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Why?
These women were vicious. They were horrible. They'll curse you out in the parking lot. They just...
What about baking cells? Did you guys have I remember our baking cells. Oh, my God, Rice Krispie treats.
I love a bake sale.
Oh, my God, that brings back memories. We used to have baking cells at school, and we'd buy up them ourselves.
We had them at church on Sunday. After
my brother, when we were in high school, he and another friend of his were in charge of the donuts. So they got all the donuts, and I kid you not, we had like 700 boys. There was all boys school, and they sell the donuts. Oh my God, jelly donuts, maple bars. Oh my Jesus, mother of love. I mean, it was just like you get addicted to that shit. Then you go into class, and you're so hyper, and you don't know what you're doing. By lunchtime,
and then you're gonna crash.
Then people wonder why I wasn't good in school. I mean, it had nothing to do with me. It was the fucking donut man.
Sugar, yeah.
Goddamn brothers and priests, the Christian brothers wanted to make money, so they just poisoned us.
Right. You're jacked and you crash. You're jacked and you crash.